How's everyone doing? It's the second day. Are you ready for the banquet tonight?
Yeah.
All the fun? Good. Well, you get to close the day with a wonderful presentation. And I'm really honored to get to introduce this gentleman. He's not only a person I admire and respect, he's a friend of mine. And Kevin Hogan is the executive director of Success Dynamics Foundation in Minnesota. He teaches adult education classes on the following subjects. I say tinnitus.
You can.
Okay. NLP, pain reduction with hypnosis, psychology of persuasion. He's an accredited NLP trainer. He's probably one of the best NLP trainers I know, and has a doctorate in clinical hypnotherapy. He's a member of the National Guild of Hypnotists, the American Board of Hypnotherapy. He's written several books and has an audio cassette program, Tinnitus Reduction Program, Road to Peace. His works include a multimodality approach to all these things. And he's one of the best books I've read in a long, long time on the subjects that we do called the psychology of persuasion. So help me give a warm welcome, because I'm sure you're going to enjoy this, to Dr. Kevin Hogan.
Thanks, Rob. And how about that star, huh? Is there anybody in the audience that has something called hyperacusis? Does that name sound familiar to anybody? Because I don't want to blare you guys out. Okay, please forgive me. I'm required to work on a microphone. I appreciate the situation. Okay. My name is Kevin Hogan. I'm from Minnesota, and I'm going to be talking very quickly tonight. If anybody's literally hard of hearing, find a place where it's easy to hear me, because I'm going to really be going about 90 miles an hour. We got a lot to cover. I've been informed by Will and Holly and some other people. This is the first time I've ever done a 1-hour program at a convention, and I understand that at times people tend to promote their products quite a bit. Hopefully I will do that to a minimum. Not really interested. I want to just basically give you a few key ideas on what it would be like if someone came in and complained to you as a hypnotherapist, I have tinnitus or ringing in the ears, and I want to make sure that you know that they're not crazy, because obviously I'm not crazy, and for 2.5 years I had 80 decibels, which is about as loud as I'm talking right now, 24 hours a day in my head. So for over 2 years I experienced that night and day, completely no ceasing whatsoever. I was told in 1993 that was absolutely impossible to get rid of tinnitus. It is not possible. However, what I have discovered in the last 3 years of research, not only getting myself in a little bit better condition, my tinnitus is now completely gone. And I'm very happy about that. And I've also worked with probably, I don't know, maybe 1,500 to 2,500 hours worth of work with people with tinnitus and chronic illness. Things like environmental illness, multiple chemical sensitivity. These are working with people who are literally allergic to touch, like a carpet, or to be in an area where there's formaldehyde. There's a lot of difficulties that are out there. I'm not going to be going into some of the other areas that I work tonight, so I can really laser beam in on tinnitus and whatever we can get in 1 hour. Somebody comes into you, you're a hypnotherapist. I have a referral base of over 1,500 people nationwide that are looking for a hypnotherapist that can help them with tinnitus. Unfortunately, I believe I've talked to maybe 3 people in the audience who have worked with a person or two on tinnitus in the past, but nobody aside from that certainly specializes in it. I'd like to give you a few cues and clues as to how we can actually do that. Somebody walks in the door and they tell you that they have tinnitus. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to do traditional case analysis. You want to know when did it start? People know the day they got tinnitus, that sound. When did it happen? And by the way, that's what it sounds like for most people with tinnitus at 80.